somebody has abducted a child, that this group has come and they have abducted the child, or cow vigilant. Okay, these people, they eat beef, or this beef is being transferred in this truck. And those two keywords are misinformation and disinformation. Media ethics is a branch of ethics. A perception that 2000 rupees note has a chip. Then RBI came and they told that the rumor of inclusion of a tracking chip in the notes, which went viral on social media, there is nothing like it. Comment is free, but facts are sacred. It triggers violence. The way we have seen that how the fake news related to child abduction or beef, consumption of beef. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video on Elite Academy. Today we are going to discuss about media ethics. So what all we have covered? We have covered environmental ethics, we have covered bioethics, we have covered business ethics. Now today we will be talking about media ethics, we will be talking about cyber ethics, then AI ethics, and then space ethics, and the related behavioral ethics, organizational ethics we are going to talk about. So what is media ethics? You often see such kind of news where you are seeing that something is going on in the news and media trials, or you come across such news, fake news. So media is everywhere, and media is shaping our thoughts, media is shaping our ideology, our opinion on day-to-day basis. We often see TV or we read newspaper and we often say, media bhi, newspaper wale bhi, what kind of news is coming these days? But still we still consume it, we forward it. So there are many dimensions of ethics which we need to analyze on the part of the consumer, the producers, the distribution channel. We need to analyze the ethics, the ethical issues from these stakeholders' point of view. So we are going to discuss many aspects of media ethics. So when we talk about media ethics, what is media ethics? So here is the complete definition. Media ethics is a branch of ethics that addresses moral issues arising in connection with the acquisition, preparation, storage, presentation, dissemination, and reception of information through the means of mass media, be it any mass media. I will give you time to write, guys. First understand. I will give sufficient time where you can take a screenshot or you can note it down. But let's understand. Mass media is there, electronics media is there, print media is there, newspaper, TV, radio. So we are familiar with the media component. What are the components or the various channels of media? But when we talk about different components of it, different components are acquisition, preparation, the way news is being stored or presented or disseminated, the information, or how we are receiving it. All the issues, moral issues, especially related to it, are addressed by media ethics. Understood? A very simple definition. So in media ethics, we are going to discuss about the different issues which are arising, which is affecting our day-to-day life, the way we think, the way we behave. So every aspect of our life nowadays is being guided by media. Be it our decisions to buy certain things, be it our opinion about religious issues, be it our opinion about political issues, the events going on, or the disaster which is there, be it cyclone or the flood, the way we think, the way we process it, everywhere media is there, right? Now comes the scope of the media ethics. Definitely when we are talking about media ethics, then in a scope we will understand from the point of view of the different stakeholders or the issues which are there. What are the issues which are there at present, which is affecting our day-to-day life, and all such issues will come under the scope of media ethics. When we talk about a scope, fake news, definitely fake news is one of the important issues because it has affected every realm of our life. You take the social aspect, you take the religious aspect, you take the political economic aspect, every aspect has been affected. So democracy, be it India, US, I'm going to give you a lot of examples, and through that we will understand that how fake news is everywhere. But first, we need to understand what is fake news. So fake news, according to the University of Michigan Library, they have defined fake news as false news stories. A simple definition, false news stories. And when we say false news story, it means the story itself is fabricated and has no verifiable facts. The facts cannot be verified. The sources or the codes cannot be verified. And sometimes these stories may be a propaganda intentionally designed to mislead a reader. So that has been intentionally designed so that your information will be shaped. Or it acts like a clickbait sometimes, that you will click on that. Clickbait, right? I'm very sure that you must be familiar with the clickbait, and especially in the social media zamana, we understand very well, we understand what is clickbait. Something will appear in such a manner that you will get tempted to click it, right? So that temptation, that urge, you will not be able to control and you will click it. For example, you often get a message on your WhatsApp, click on this link and Adidas is going to share a pair of shoes to you. आया ना ऐसा बहुत बार आता है. A free pair of shoes will be, मतलब कोई Valentine's Day आया तो shoes for couple will be set. मतलब ऐसे कुछ कुछ आता रहता है, and then we get tempted, अच्छा चलो click करके देखते हैं, and when you click, it will be automatically it will be broadcasted to the rest of your friends and family members. So this is a simple definition that it is a false news story. When we talk about fake news, then we should know two keywords, and those two keywords are misinformation and disinformation. Misinformation is, let's say I'm someone who is receiving one information and I'm forwarding it. I'm not informed about it and I don't have any ill intention to create some disturbance, or I don't have any intention to harm somebody from that information. So I've just received it, I'm not aware of it, and I'm just sending it or forwarding it on WhatsApp or to my friends and family. So that is called misinformation. But when we talk about disinformation, it is a deliberate attempt. Deliberately the information has been fabricated, deliberately wrong information is being circulated so that it will serve the purpose for any specific propaganda or ideology. So these keywords, two keywords we should know from the fake news point of view. So fake news is everywhere now. I am very sure that you can correlate with these two keywords, that what is misinformation, disinformation, and where all we see it. I'm going to tell you a lot of examples here. So if we see the chronological order from last 15 years, I'm going to show you the examples from 2011. For example, in 2011, this was a news. After rumors, Northeast people flee in Bangalore. This was the news article in 2011, and I remember it very well because those days even we were preparing, and then we got to know that, okay, how there is a mass exodus in Bangalore. So this is coming from 2011, and this is not new. This word fake news, or the application of fake news, or the propagation of fake news, is not something which is new. It was there. It is also known as, the other variation is known as yellow journalism, where the news is distorted and presented in such a manner which is not true. Yellow journalism was there in USA. It started in USA in 1890s itself, end of the 19th century. And US, Spain war, Cuba war, there everything, like there were the components of yellow journalism. So I am taking last 15 years example of India, जहाँ पे हमारे को असर पड़ रहा है. So this is the example of mass exodus, that how one message was circulated that there were rumors of violence targeting the people from the northeastern part of the country, people from Assam, Guwahati. So here you will find that thousands of panic-stricken people of the northeast living here in Bangalore. They boarded trains. उनको एक fear था that there will be violence. This is coming from 2011. Or you take this example, no electronic chip in rupees 2000 notes, RBI has told. This is a news coming from 2016, when there was a perception that 2000 rupees note has a chip. Then RBI came and they told that the rumor of inclusion of a tracking chip in the notes, which went viral on social media, there is nothing like it. Or you must have come across, we often see in Bangalore, the shopkeepers, the auto drivers, they don't take the 10 rupees coin. They often say, sir, 10 rupees coin. Sir, coin, please don't give me 10 rupees coin. Then I often tell them, RBI has not banned them. They are very much in use and circulation. No, sir, RBI has banned it. Nobody takes it. Now see how this popular rumors or the notion is there that RBI is not accepting, and that's why nobody is circulating the 10 rupees coin. But government has not told it. RBI has not told it. RBI is understanding. So this is coming from 2016. Then you take this news of 2018 when social media rumors on child abduction triggered mob lynching. Yes, it has happened in the past that many of the mob lynching instances were because of the rumors which were propagated on social media, be it of that somebody has abducted a child, that this group has come and they have abducted the child, or cow vigilant. Okay, these people, they eat beef, or this beef is being transferred in this truck. So it led to mob lynching, it led to violence, it led to communal tensions. So this is from 2018, and such news are there in 2024 as well. If you'll Google it, you'll get a lot of news. This is like how rumors is spread like a wildfire on instant messaging platforms such as WhatsApp about children being kidnapped from the neighboring village and killed for organ harvesting, leading to mob violence in many parts of the country. That was also there. So how fake news or the rumors, you see the impact. And through this, I'm trying to showcase you the impact, be it the impact on the economy or the society or the labor force. You take this example. 2024, January, February, Taiwan voters face flood of pro-China disinformation, means a deliberate attempt. Experts and Taiwanese officials say this campaign is linked to Beijing, which has made no secret of its disapproval of frontliner Lai Ching-te, who's democratic. So, वो उनका एक political agenda था. Or you talk about our elections in 2024, that how from IT bots to AI deepfakes, the evolution of election-related misinformation in India. Are you understanding that how these two keywords, misinformation and disinformation, which I told related to fake news, are being used, and also we understood that how it is there. So previous election, if we talk about 2019, were no stranger to hate speech and disinformation campaigns. So it is not that for the first time in 2024 we are seeing this. It was there also in 2019. Even in 2019, we saw that how technology-led disinformation or misinformation was circulated. This year we have seen now the further that ecosystem has been revolutionized with the help of AI. For example, here you can see that Honorable Prime Minister is welcoming or giving some speech in 3 languages. Definitely, he would have not done so, or there were elements of some facts, some speech, and then AI. So those things were there, right? So along with AI generated content presents a new challenge to Indian voters in 2024. So we are in 24. I have given you the examples from 2011 itself. And if we go back the late 19th century, you will get such examples in USA and other parts of the world. So the point is, fake news is there, was there, but yes, with the help of technology or because of technology, we are seeing a spurt. So like this, you will find a lot of examples. In 2019, the elections, before the elections, or I am sure that whenever there would be 26th January or 15th August, you would be getting a message that UNESCO has recognized Jan Gan Man as the best national anthem of the world. Have you come across this news? I'm sure you would have come across. Or it would have been circulated in your friends group or the family group. I have received it. That is a fake news. And especially when such cultural events or the important dates would be there. So national sentiments will be very high and nobody will process it. There will be no objectivity. There will be no rationality to verify such messages. Yes, certain people, they will verify by what bakwas you are forwarding. Everywhere you will find fake news. And especially when we talk about this WhatsApp university, where everybody feel that they are Oxford graduates. Early morning, you will receive lot of good morning messages, flower, है ना, और पता नहीं क्या क्या डिजाइन करके you receive good morning messages and lot of bol bachchan. That okay, this is happening in the world. This is one day I received one image. That have you seen this yogi shaped flower in somewhere Tajikistan? It is nature's gift. It is God's gift. The flower is in the position or shape of a yogi doing meditation. So Lord Pashupati. So such messages were there. People were putting on WhatsApp, Adbhut Chamatkar and all those things. Shiv ki Shakti. Such messages were there. Then I verified it. I checked it. What is the name of the flower, and is it there really in this part of Tajikistan or somewhere? Then I got a news that this message is being circulated and it is a fake news. Then I told that person, brother, whatever message you have put on WhatsApp, the image, that image is AI generated. Then he was like, immediately he removed it. So such things are there, and it is there everywhere. How we process it, how we take it, and how we consume it, and how we react to it will be covered by the media ethics. Now, talking about fake news, see, I could have stopped here saying that fake news is this, fake news is this, and these are the scopes. But I'm going a bit deeper, because sometimes UPSC will give you this question. Fake news is there, what is fake news? Then analyze it from ethics point of view, or they will ask you to analyze different dimensions in one sentence. There you must integrate the knowledge of GS2 or the knowledge of GS1 which you are reading. Many times, many topics will be there in ethics where you have to integrate the information and knowledge from your other portions of GS as well. This fake news we also study in when we read about governance, or we read about media in GS2, or when we read about societal issues in GS1. So we need to integrate that information. Then our knowledge will be complete. Don't have this compartmentalized approach that, okay, this is GS1, this is GS2, this is GS3. I cannot mix the information. No, you should do it. Then only you will be able to generate the dimensions. For example, let's understand this. Why are we seeing this huge spurt in the fake news? So we need to analyze it from all the dimensions. For example, we are seeing the democratization of mass communication tool. When we say democratization of mass communication tools, be it Bluetooth, radio, internet, especially the internet, and TV, newspaper, everything is available, easily available. So there has been a democratization of mass communication tool where it is reaching out to the normal people, layman, common man. Everybody is having some or the other form of media in their hand. So one of my popular observation, I will tell you, this I have been observing from last 2010 onwards. I have been observing. I was there in Delhi for quite 3-4 years. Then I analyzed there that there was a person, there was a boy, not a person. Person मतलब एकदम adult नहीं था, एक boy था अपने teenage में था. He was from some eastern part of UP or Bihar से कहीं था, बिहार से था. And he was working on a hotel. He was earning money. 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. He will struggle, he will work hard, very hard, and then he will earn money. Then I used to ask him, अच्छा, this money, जो पैसा कमाते हो, उसका करते क्या हो? Then he was like, कुछ नहीं, ये मोबाइल है, and बातें करता हूँ. अभी अपनी गर्लफ्रेंड को मोबाइल दिलाया है, उसका रिचार्ज करा देता हूँ. See the aspiration, guided by democratization of mass communication tool. Few days back, 10 days back itself in metro, I have clicked the picture itself. I will share with all of you. There was a person, again a boy, not a person, again a boy. Usko dekh ke laga that he was coming from a site work. There were no chappal, there were no footwear, and उसके पैर में कोई चप्पल वगैरह कुछ नहीं था, कुछ शूज नहीं था. But after some time, एक चप्पल जितना बड़ा एक मोबाइल निकालता है वो. Try to understand. He's not having a footwear, but in his hand he was having a mobile which was of the same size. एक चप्पल जितना बड़ा मोबाइल था उसके हाथ में. Listening song, then Instagram, shorts, reels. I was shocked. So see the aspirations. There is a shift in the aspiration. That's what we call as values. But who will educate them, or how will they get to know that their aspiration? Because they believe in immediate consumption. They are earning 5,000, immediate consumption, immediate gratification. So we will not say कि उनकी गलती है. We cannot blame them. It is just how our society is transitioning. Okay. So democratization of mass communication tool is there, and then the availability, the cheap data plans, internet availability, accessibility. Just 10 rupees. Now, earlier we used to come across this Haj ka chota recharge, but that was with respect to calls. But now we can see that in 10, 20 rupees you will get data. And it has led to new consumer base, internet users, social media consumers, or the teenage group who are the users of the smartphone and social media. It has increased many-fold. In our current affairs class, we have covered that how smartphone and a smartphone is affecting children. So there we have given you data and different analysis. You can use such data. It has led to an increase of the user base, but there is a lack of media literacy. They don't know how to behave. They don't know how to consume the information. If some information is consuming, they will trust it. Okay, let's not go very far. You check somebody with somebody in your family, especially in our parents group, who are not very digitally literate, but when they get any information on their mobile, they will come to us. देखो कैसा message आया है, ऐसा हो रहा है. Then you will tell, no, father, my dear mother, this is a fake news. This is not the truth. Sometimes they will come with an image. See, there is a flower in Tajikistan, which is like our Lord Shiva. Then you will tell them, hold on, control, don't forward it to anybody. So lack of media literacy is there. They don't know about authenticity or verification or anything. They just are guided by emotions and then they will forward it. Lack of scrutiny in regional language. Because ultimately we are talking about why there is a spurt in fake news. Still we have like English media is there, English newspapers or English language में जो भी media news बन रही है, there we have a thorough provisions of verifying the news, or even in Hindi. But what about the regional languages? Do you think whatever is being circulated at a regional level, we can verify it? There would be no tools or there would be hardly any awareness at that level. So lack of scrutiny in regional language is there, and most importantly, there is an urge to increase the TRP. Even the popular media houses, they are also indulging in such events where they are like in a race to disclose the information on their platforms, social media platforms, or on their website. So they just want that, okay, this news should come from me. So we will also discuss under this scope how sensationalization, sensation banana news ko, breaking news, that is also under the scope of media ethics. There I will give you an example related to some event which has happened in Delhi, and how even the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal also tweeted about it. Later we got to know that it was the story was a deliberate attempt of creating a sensation. Okay, so there we will discuss. So why this huge spurt, that we have got to know. Then we should also know, since we are going digging deeper the fake news, then we should also know the impact of these fake news. The impact of these fake news is leading to polarization. How polarization? There is a shift towards the extreme views. If there is any political news or any religious news or any ethnic issues are there, it is leading or it is causing polarization. Like two groups are there. I believe in this, I believe in this. There is no objectivity. So it is leading to polarization, and then further we know that how it is leading to ethnic clashes as well. It is misleading people. If there is an election campaign, then misinformation or disinformation, it is misleading people towards a particular behavior, which might not be true, which might not be objective, or might not be in integrity with their own value system. But it has been done with some intention, and there is a propaganda behind it, and it is misleading people. You can take the example of ISIS. How ISIS, sometimes they will come up with their social media propaganda songs, and then their propaganda will be there, and they are misleading people, and there were many people who have joined them. The educated people have joined them. Or how it's hardened the attitude and stereotypes, further leads to discrimination. It hardens the attitude and the stereotypes about particular event, community, like Hindus are like this, Jews are like this, Muslims are like this. So particular community, there will be stereotypes, okay? Or the political parties, they come up with such narratives which leads to stereotyping towards any particular ideology or particular party. It hardens your approach or view towards, okay, Congress is like this, BJP is like this. It triggers violence. The way we have seen that how the fake news related to child abduction or beef, consumption of beef, or mass exodus, violence related news. So it leads to ethnic clashes. It really leads to trigger violence. Muzaffarnagar violence, western part of the Uttar Pradesh, Dadri. So you will come across many such news where The fake news has triggered violence. This is the impact we are analyzing. Constant social unrest. Constant social unrest will be there. You are receiving any news, you are consuming it, you are at unease, you are not feeling good about it, then you will circulate it in your friend circle, your family circle, then there will be a debate, huge debate, Hinduism, then Islam, then you will discuss about the various aspects where you feel there is some kind of unrest in your groups. Many times you would have come across that no more that friends wala WhatsApp group is friendly, because there are two groups now. Within that group also, one group is Hindutva guided, other group is neutral, liberal. So there is a constant debate going on. Then you will come across your friends or family group where is constant debate going on. Modi ji is this, Modi ji is that. Then other group will no, everything is not Modi ji. This I'm telling you the practical examples that what is happening at family level, friends level, social media groups में क्या हो रहा है मैं वो बताने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. I'm not saying that what is right and what is wrong, but how it is guiding our behavior, that I'm telling you. That there is a constant social unrest is there. Some or the other events are going on. Some violence is going on. कहीं murder हो रहा है because of this. You remember there was a BJP leader जिसके एक tweet और उस tweet के response में उदयपुर कांड हो गया. Udaipur violence? No, you guys don't know about it. Udaipur violence was because of some tweet by a popular BJP leader. Then a person reacted to it, and then the two people, they committed murder. So that was social unrest. And then you just imagine about the follow-up events. अब कोई एक इवेंट हो जाता है तो उसके बाद जो चीजें फॉलोअप होंगी या जो उसका इम्पैक्ट होगा, इट विल बी इजी, इट विल बी काम, इट विल बी पीसफुल, और इट विल बी ऑलवेज देयर विल बी अ काइंड ऑफ अनरेस्ट. देन कम्स द बिहेवियरल एस्पेक्ट. अगेन फ्रॉम द एथिकल डायमेंशंस, व्हेन वी कंसीडर एथिक्स, देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स व्हिच वी आर गोइंग टू रीड बाय द एंड ऑफ this course. We will read about attitude, we will read about the values, we will read about the emotional intelligence. So behavioral aspect we will read under unit 2. There I'm going to talk about these biases in detail. We will talk about the cognitive biases. So the fake news is causing different types of cognitive biases. Cognitive biases means some inappropriate activities, like which is not matching with your intellectual level. Even if there is no match, but still you are going for it, you are doing it. Are you guys understanding? So cognitive biases can be familiarity bias. Have you come across a news? I will talk about that also. Echo chamber effect. Constantly one news will be fed to you. Love jihad, love jihad, love jihad, love jihad, love jihad. The more it will be shown to you, the more you will start believing in it. Familiarity bias. Anchoring bias. The first thing, anchoring bias means the first thing which you see, you start believing in that even if it is false. For example, I told you, there was a news, there was some sensational news in Delhi, and when it was put on social media for the first time, then even the chief minister of the Delhi, he believed in that and he supported that. Later, when judiciary told no, the other side is this, and that was only done for sensation, then people got to. So basically anchoring bias, whatever we see for the first time, we start believing in that. Or it is leading to confirmation bias. It is leading to the sunk cost fallacy. It is leading to the bandwagon bias. Bandwagon bias means whatever is the majority view, we will go ahead with that. Or it is leading to negativity bias, that there is negativity everywhere. You don't see any positive hope or positivity in any of the events. So that way it is leading to behavioral biases, cognitive biases. I'm going to talk about it in detail in unit 2. Okay guys, so don't worry about it. ये सारे events आएंगे. And in 2019, if somebody has been following me since then I have also taught it in the economic survey, because that year's economic survey came up with a chapter, the behavioral economics. Okay, so that year जो behavioral economics में Nobel Prize मिला था, Richard Thaler को मिला था, and then there was a dedicated chapter in economic survey, behavioral economics. So there we have discussed about it, right? And we are going to discuss about it in our unit 2. So this is the impact of fake news. And when we talk about the impact, then we should know the solution as well. So we should know the way forward. Here I'm trying to give you a glimpse that how we should cover a particular topic, even though a lot of the points we have taken from our GS knowledge. So we are talking about fake news, but what is fake news? We have seen the example, we have seen the definition, we have seen the types of fake news, and then we have seen why there is surge. We have seen the impact, and then we should know the way forward as well. When we talk about the way forward, the first thing we should do is the recognize and create awareness. So nowadays we celebrate, we have recognized 2nd April as a day of fake news. कि भाई ठीक है उस दिन थोड़ी awareness create करेंगे and at least people will get to know. There are many administrative machineries or governance के level पे भी there are many activities which are being done. I will give you a very good example of a civil servant also. I'm going to talk about it, that how as a civil servant, as an IAS officer, as an IPS officer, especially since we are preparing for this exam, we should know that what all we can do. For example, tomorrow there will be a case study and tomorrow you might face the situation of fake news. So what should you do? I'm going to tell you with the help of example that how one of the civil servant has done it and how you can use the knowledge of history, art and culture, polity and geography and the community, and you can find a solution. So the stakeholder approach we will discuss. So through this, we will also discuss how to solve the case studies. Verification, we should always verify. That is the second step. Whenever it is coming to you, if you are a digitally literate person and if you have the basic nuances or basic principles of media literacy, you should verify it. Nowadays, a lot of technology support is there. Whenever you are getting an image, you know what you can do? Generally, when you have to search image, you put the name of it and then you search on Google Images. You can do the reverse of it. There is images.google.com. Then you can go there and you can upload some image and you can check the source of that. You can also take the help of the technologies. There are many websites like Boom is a website which does the fact verification, whether the news is right or not. Media houses. Now media houses. So here you can take the help of the different stakeholders. What should be their responsibilities? For example, media houses. It should be their responsibility as well that whenever they are printing anything or they are circulating or putting anything on their platforms, they should verify it. Nowadays, even PIB, they have a fact-checking unit. Nowadays, if you are a follower of Lallan Top, they often come across a corner where they will come up the viral news, the facts of it, whether it was a fact or it was a fake news or what the elements of truth in that. Then the laws. We have a Disaster Management Act in which there is a clear mention that if anybody is indulged in any kind of creating any kind of violence through misinformation, they will be punished. Then we have IT Act, amendments has been done. We were talking about digital privacy, digital data protection bill. So there also there were components. Now the new criminal laws, we have a special component of Mob Lynching Act. Mob lynching, if it is through disinformation or fake news, then mob lynching punishments related for the mob lynching has been included in our new criminal laws. So laws are there in the place. Administrative machineries. I'm going to talk about the administrative machineries which the IS officers or the who is there at the administration level who are involved with the execution component, it is their responsibility as well. Or the community. In community, even the individuals will come. You have to again focus on all the aspects. As an individual, as a community, you should recognize, you should create awareness, you should verify, you should take the help of the technology support, and then only you should behave responsibly to either consume it or circulate it. So that way you can take the help of the stakeholders and you can write 1 or 2 value addition point and then this will be done. And in the end, when you are writing your conclusion, you can use such comments, when you can use such lines. For example, this line is there, comment is free, but facts are sacred. So this is the statement of C.P. Scott, who was the former late editor of The Guardian. So he once mentioned that comments is free, but the facts are sacred. किसी भी चीज पे comment करना है, it is free. Nobody is going to bother about it. Comment कर दो भाई. Indian cricketers, इसको ना ये bowling करनी चाहिए. Have you come across this commentary when everybody is watching the cricket match? अच्छा नहीं खेल रहा, अरे ये ball छक्का मारना चाहिए था. What is this guy? सचिन अच्छा नहीं खेल रहा है यार, इतनी easy ball थी. Comment. But facts, they only know how they are facing the speed of the ball, the pitch. Objectivity will come when you will be there in the situation. So we have to behave responsibly. So this is how you cover one particular news. Still, I have not covered the principles which should guide. Since from the ethics point of view. That I'm going to talk when I will discuss whole scope. We are going to talk about these scopes. Okay, by the way, I told you that I will talk about one IPS officer, how she dealt fake news. So this is the example, Telangana, where fake news is facing a tough fight. This is a news coming from 2018, and we are talking about IPS officer Rema Rajeshwari, who was the superintendent of police of Telangana's Gadwal district. Now just visualize yourself. Visualize yourself as a future civil servant. Now case studies approach. I've taught you how to write the answers. I've told you how to dig deeper into the topics, dimensions, examples. Now I'm teaching you how to handle the case studies with the help of a case study itself. Now just imagine you are a civil servant, or you come across this situation, or you come across a case study in UPSC exam that fake news is there, it is leading to mob violence. This is a 2018 era, right? In 2018, you saw child abduction, beef, mob lynching related to all those events, how fake news was, the rumors were spreading. So in that time, how she was handling fake news in Telangana, we will understand it. So how she was handling, we will see the different components, that how she integrated various components. And trust me, if you cover like this, if you write your answers like this, and if you think like this, definitely you will be a successful civil servant. But if you write like this, it will be all pragmatic, practical solutions. So see it very carefully. So police officials, they have adopted what? Two techniques. One is the modern and age-old methods to fight the rumors which are mongering. For example, Rema Rajeshwari, SP of Gadwal district, she has roped in the village drummers to spread the word. You know, drum. पहले के ज़माने में क्या होता था? ऐसे कोई भी function होता था और any event would be there. We use jago, 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 utho, utho, utho. So that way, using the drummers to create to spread the news, spread the information. Right? So she took the help of that. And they have also erected the flex boards in the regional languages. So this is something modern, that there is a flex board, there is information on the board, but in regional languages. Where? At railway stations, at bus stops, and the city junctions, to stop the rumor. Not only that, some other traditional ways, some other unique ways. They have police officials even roped in the religious leaders to alert them to fake news. Sometimes the religious leaders, they have the authority, especially for their community, they will have authority. So they should not be part of it. They should not be victim of it. That any news coming to their particular community is being circulated, they are the people in authority, they should verify. So they should be alert. They should know what is happening. They should not believe in anything, whatever is being said for Hindu or Muslim or any community I'm talking about. Right? Yeah. So this was there. Then police was also conducting regular meetings in the villages which are more vulnerable, where you will map the villages or the areas which are prone to such violence. You should have regular meetings with the villages. So basically, you are roping in the community, you are engaging with them, you are having dialogue, discussions, or awareness. Okay. So like this, the citizen engagement program, you can give it as a solution. So this can be a case study where you will be asked about solutions. So these are your 6 to 7 steps, which if you write, everything will be pragmatic, everything will be solution oriented. So this way, if you write, and the points which we have told, that the different stakeholders, creating awareness, the help of the technology, fact-checking unit, media houses, community responsibility. Now, after reading this, we have done two things. Now we have one example, that what role a civil servant can perform in this society. And this is what we are going to discuss in this particular unit, when we will talk about the role of administration in propagating or inculcation of values. There we can use it directly as an example. And now we have seen also that how she has handled it. So it can be a solution to the case study as well. So when you are offering the solution, you don't talk about Rema Rajeshwari, you just talk about the solutions. You don't have to say, I will follow the footsteps of Rema Rajeshwari as she did in Telangana in 2018. That is also a good way, honest way. But when we are talking about the exam point of view, you can simply write what all steps you will take. Because now you have the exposure of this, that what all can be done. It's not that it has Rema Rajeshwari's copyright, that you will be violating it. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You're just using the tools, and she is a leader who has given you that exposure, that how to use the tools. Are you understanding, guys? So we have discussed a lot of examples. We have discussed in and out of fake news. This is how you should prepare. Okay. Like this, we should know other scope, under scope, we are going to talk about the media trials. We are going to talk about the sensationalization. We are going to talk about the paid news. We are going to talk about the echo chamber effect. When we discuss all these things, then the scope of media ethics will be covered. And after that, we should know the different aspects of principles, the principles which should guide the media ethics. So I'm sure that it would have given you a clarity. कुछ perspective change हुआ, कुछ knowledge बढ़ी. You let me know. You let me know that how it has helped you, how it has helped you in your thinking. And I'm very sure that from now onwards, when you will see any news, you will have the awareness, you will have the principles which we are going to talk about. Now your awareness and your knowledge will shape your behavior, will guide your behavior. Okay, guys?
तो जब एथिक्स की क्लासेस करते थे तभी मतलब बैक ऑफ द माइंड था कि नहीं आई हैव टू डू इट, और मतलब एथिक्स तो ये था कि हुआ तो आपकी वजह से ही. मेंस लिखते ही सर आई न्यू कि इट वेंट गुड, तो सर आई मैसेज्ड यू एंड आई मीन द स्कोर सेज इट ऑल.